And good morning, everybody. Just after 6:30 right now on this Friday morning, and a glorious summer morning. That sunrise we saw just about a half an hour ago was just excellent, and now it's turning into sunny skies.
I mean, we've had a terrific run of days here with summer days, so we got another one in store too. And we're going to head out to Leominster, where we find Elizabeth Hopkins and sports director Tom Lydon there, pinch hitting for Gene today, as I am. Good morning, guys.
Hey, good morning to you. It is a glorious day out here in Leominster, and the crowd is starting to build behind us. Hey, guys!
This is a town event. I've heard a lot. I've heard there was a big Facebook page. There were a lot of people who were talking about it over the last couple of weeks.
People have made their own T-shirts.
Yes, there are custom-made ZipTrip T-shirts here. It says Leominster across it. Very impressed by that. Not just one color either. There's a whole array of colors. There's a yellow one, a black one. I see a red one. It's pretty cool.
There are dogs and babies dressed in these T-shirts.
There's apples. There's apple cider, which kind of gets me a little bit more focused on the fall than the summer, so we won't talk about that too much.
Not just yet.
But it's going to be a fun day, for sure.
It's going to be a fun day. It's going to be a beautiful day. Sherry Spear is in the Boston 25 Weather Center monitoring. Good morning. It's going to be a great morning, and you know why? Tom Lydon just had the breakfast of champions.
I did low protein.
He swallowed a bug.
In the middle of speaking with somebody, I breathed in and bam, right down my throat, a bug. That's a welcome to Leominster.
We could have gotten your cottage cheese from the hood truck if you really were hungry.
Listen, I counted up. We have 18 tents, an absolutely gorgeous gazebo back there. Tons of people on their way. Bounce houses, plenty to do.
So
I'm looking forward to it.
And Liam's here.
Liam is here.
Hey, buddy.
Lift that sign up a little higher, Liam.
A little higher. Liam.
Now we can't see his face.
Big crowd out here this morning, and it's only promising to get bigger because the weather is gorgeous out here, Sherry.
Yeah, and it's going to stay gorgeous for you guys as well. Fabulous day on this Friday, August 11th. It is 7:30 right now, and do you know what Friday means?
Zip tripping.
We are zip tripping, and today it is Leominster. Tom Lydon and Elizabeth Hopkins are there with a nice crowd behind you guys.
Great crowd, and I'm pinch hitting for Gene this week. I couldn't be more thrilled. This is the second zip trip that I have done in my time here at Boston 25. The first one, I knew Norwood. I kind of lived near Norwood, so I was very familiar with that. I'm very excited to learn more about Leominster because this is an amazingly energetic community.
And it's a great crowd that is building behind us this morning. It is such a beautiful morning out here in Leominster. If you have time, if you're watching us now, come on down and join us. We're at Shoal Farms. In the meantime, I wanted to throw it over to Sherry for that all-important weekend.
All right. It is coming up on the 8 o'clock hour.
It's time.
We're zip tripping.
Yeah, it's time. It's almost 8. That's right. We're going to toss it out now to Tom and Elizabeth in Leominster this morning. And that Leominster crowd behind you guys looks pretty impressive this morning.
Oh, yeah. And this morning, you're right, Jason. We are in Leominster.
I'm so impressed. They made us T-shirts. So we have a lot of T-shirts in the crowd. I'm going to endear myself to our fans here. I'm going to give away gifts.
Do it.
So don't go away. We'll be right back. We'll get it kicked off from Shoal Farms. Stick with us. Who wants a shirt?
Woo!
This is a Boston 25 News Special. Zip Trips, taking you live this week to Leominster.
We have got a great crowd out here in Leominster this morning as we are zip tripping, and in the crowd we found our friend Grace. Hi, Grace.
Hi.
Grace, what are you holding there?
I'm holding a book of Leominster Heroes. It was made by my fourth grade classes at Johnny Appleseed Elementary School.
And what's on page 46?
On page 46, there...
You, Lily? Well, yeah. I'm a personal hero. No, a real hero.
There is Jim Lanciani, who is one of our Leominster heroes.
And I love that because I'm actually going to be speaking to Jim later on this morning. I tell you what, Grace, you're a real peach. Take that.
Awesome. And of course, we're at Shoal Farms, and they have you pick raspberries and blueberries. Starting August 26th, you can come here and pick apples as well.
I've heard that the apple cider is absolutely unbelievable.
It is.
And Sherry, I wish you were with us, but you're not, so I will make sure to bring home some cider for you today. And please update us with what's happening in the weather.
You got it. And grab me some blueberries, too. Those look amazing. So here's where we have you guys.
Gorgeous summer day. Elizabeth Hopkins standing by. Good morning, my friend.
Sarah, you can't beat this day. You're absolutely right. It is gorgeous out here in Leominster. You know, one of the classic traditions for us in New England is a concert on the town square. And here in Leominster, the same band has been delighting audience for more than 100 years now. Conducting the Leominster Colonial Band isn't a job for Steve Piermarini. It's a calling.
I think it's just seeing people come together, people from all walks of life. They all enjoy the same communal passion, which is they like to listen to music. What pleases a musician more than to have an audience that's enjoying what you're creating?
Something Pierre Marini has been doing in his hometown his whole adult life. That's him, center row, fourth from the left in 1980. A young trombone player continuing a family tradition.
My father played in it for some time. My brother played in it, cousins. There's a real tie ethnically to the band.
One that bound the local Italian community together when the band formed in 1910 and was called Banda Regione d'Italia. 92-year-old lead trumpeter Gene Koresha started playing before World War II. He still remembers marching in parades that wound through the city.
In those days, you would stop at every house and they would bring out the booze. By the end of the parade, needless to say, quite a few of us were out of it.
As the city became more diverse, the band evolved, changing its name to the Leominster Colonial Band. John DeChico has been playing the trumpet since 1975 and isn't surprised the band thrives today.
When you have something that becomes a component of the community for so many years, over 100 years in this case, you can't help but have it become infectious in the community.
An institution that has appeal across generations. Carol Cotnoir's father played in the band for years.
We come, my mother and my aunt come and watch the band. My daughter. It's a tradition that's been around for many, many years.
One Steve Pierre Marini thinks is just getting started.
We hope to be going for at least another 100 years.
Of course, we hope they will be too. And they also do, just so you know, a holiday concert at City Hall, and I'm told that is not to be missed. Michelle, over to you.
It's time to talk about what's on the market with Anthony Lamacchia of Lamacchia Realty. Good morning, Anthony.
Jeez, you caught me off guard there. I'm sitting there reading my notes.
He's doing,
I have to confess.
Doing a little research. Yeah. So we are here in the second largest city in Western County.
That.
Yeah,
I heard that.
Home of Johnny Appleseed, as we have mentioned.
Speaking of apples, there's apple trees behind us.
How about them apples?
Big apple orchard, beautiful morning, sun coming up over the mountains. Nice place, yeah.
Nice place and a nice time to buy some property, isn't it?
It certainly is. I mean, now we're getting to the time of year, and I say this every year. I'm like a broken record from August to November every year. Yeah, I am. This is the time to buy homes. You know, the time to sell homes, the best time of year to sell homes is obviously winter and spring when inventory's lower. Now inventories come up a little bit as we get to summer, and then, you know, into fall it comes up even more. And the extra bonus on top is interest rates are at the lowest point that they've been all year.
Okay, so
as of right now.
Right now. So what does that mean for an average price home here in Leominster?
Well, if somebody was to buy a single family right now, okay, the average price for a single family in Leominster is $270,000. So this morning I hit the mortgage calculator on LamacchiaRealty.com just to check my numbers, and a mortgage payment on a home with 5% down, $270,000 purchase price is $1,300 for principal and interest. $1,300.
Not bad. Not bad. Yeah.
Pretty good deal.
Pretty good deal.
You can't rent places for that much.
Not at all.
You know, so that's helpful. And then, you know, you look at condos, okay? Condo average price is $157,000. Mortgage payment on that $760. So I mean, extremely affordable, right outside of Worcester. I mean, outside it's 18 miles, but it won't. I'm actually going there after. It won't take long.
No, it won't take long at all. And there's great pubs and restaurants, and the town forest. So there's a lot going on here in Leominster.
And I was talking to Dean, the mayor, and I hope I don't steal his talking points, but he was telling me about all the nice parks they have here and water parks.
Yes.
And we didn't have those kind of parks when we were kids. Yeah. But I guess if you want them, you just got to move out here to Leominster.
And now's the time to do it.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you, Anthony. We look forward to catching up with you next week on Falmouth. All right, Tom, over to you.
Trust me. All right, I'm here with Mr. Mayor, who obviously is popular because he's got a bunch of people here. I don't know if you're heckling him or supporting him or what.
They're harassing me.
Mayor Dean Mozzarella is here. And, you know, great of you to have us here. This has really turned into a fantastic community event.
Great event. And everybody from Fox has been great.
We have a great time on Fridays.
Yes.
If you don't know, he has been mayor of this city for 24 years, voted in 1993. So you must be doing something right.
I don't know, but it just sure does go by quick, I'll tell you. Goes by fast.
Tell us a little bit about the city, what you're most proud of. This is a chance, really, every Friday.
The people are just classics here. Everybody's got a story. This is like every sitcom, right? Merging
merged into one. The people are just so fascinating, really tremendous. I mean, this is a manufacturing community, even still, and just an incredible work ethic here. I mean, it's nothing for people to work 12, 15-hour day shifts. Nothing at all. That's what they do. They work hard.
I spoke with Diego Fagundes, who we'll hear from a little bit later. He's one of your most famous sons who plays with the Revolution.
I taught him everything. I mean, he didn't really...
Well, he did give you a lot of credit. Yeah. But he said the only time people beep their horn is when they're saying hello to each other, which says a lot. And you've also created a lot of family events for people to go to that are family-centered.
Everything we've done here, from the library to the schools, you can leave here, right here, today at Shoreland Farms, which is city-owned land, city-owned farm, run by all volunteers. And you can go all the way from here to Princeton and never leave city property. We've invested a lot in open space and trails, biking paths, parks, those kinds of things, because this city is really centered around families. That's our core, that's our brand, and we stay with it. It works.
You know, one thing that's gorgeous is you drive up and you're in the hills, and we saw a beautiful sunrise here this morning.
And the moon was right in the back
highly
of us.
recommended. Yes. But you also like to call it the City of Flowers. Why is that?
Well, we go crazy every season, and we just everywhere you go, there are flowers and plants, and it's welcoming. You want to have your grand opening look every day of the week, and that's what we do. The pink flamingo was born here. Hey, let me show you my socks. Check them out.
He came
my
rocking
flamingo
the socks. The flamingo socks.
There you go. You gotta have them. Gotta have them. We take pride in that. Johnny Appleseed was born here. Robert Cormier, the author. I'm just telling you, it's just hundreds of years of stories and history and good people and good, hard-working people, and that's really what makes up every community.
Well, we have enjoyed the warm welcome. Thank you very much.
It's good to have you here.
We're going to look forward to the next couple of hours.
All right, you got a lot of fun. Thanks.
Good stuff. Stay with us. We're going to take a quick break. When we return, plenty more coming from Leominster. We are zip tripping on a summer Friday here on Boston 25. Stay with us. We are back and we are ready. Lily, if I mention the name John Chapman to you, what does it mean?
Sounds familiar, but I can't quite place it.
Some of us are more famous by our stage names.
Yes.
Johnny Appleseed.
Ah, yes, of course.
And he's from here, right in Leominster. And that's just one of many who are from this great city.
That's right. Author Robert Cormier has roots here, too. He penned the novels I Am the Cheese and The Chocolate War. Both of those were made into movies.
You like the Dropkick Murphys?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
absolutely. They rock all year round, but especially on St. Patrick's Day.
Matt Kelly, the drummer from Leominster.
Oh, that's awesome.
Moved to Boston, hooked up with the boys.
The
gave
rest
us some
is
rockin'
history.
tunes.
That's awesome. Michelle, over to you.
My friend, registered dietitian Stephanie Ferrari, and she's here to give us the skinny on grass-fed beef. Okay, so what's fresh this morning, Steph?
So oftentimes when people are looking to eat a cleaner or healthier diet, they eliminate red meat from their diet, and that's totally unnecessary, especially when you choose Verde Farms grass-fed beef.
Okay,
because
so why?
yeah, well, grass-fed beef actually has a better nutrient profile. So grass-fed cattle from Verde Farms eat grass and forage for their entire lives. Conventional beef are fed in feedlots and are given an unnatural diet of grain. So that grass that's in the cattle's diet actually impacts the fat and the nutrient content of the beef. So it makes it leaner, so it's lower in calories and saturated fat.
Right down here?
Yeah, that's right. And it's higher in conjugated linoleic acid, which is a fancy term for a fatty acid that's good for your heart and could prevent some cancers. And it's higher in antioxidants.
And I love myself some beef tenderloin, so that's
me
really
too.
nice.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about what we have here. This looks so good.
So these are two great recipes that you can throw on the grill this summer. We have a sirloin steakhouse salad that combines all those great flavors of a traditional steakhouse, but in a healthy dish that you can feel good about. And then we have grilled Moroccan sliders. These are delicious. They are infused with beautiful Moroccan spices and a dill yogurt herb sauce.
Okay. Steph, where can people get these recipes?
VerdeFarms.com and go to the blog for the recipes. And they also have a great store locator on their website so you can find where it is in your neighborhood. Market Basket, BJ's, Amazon Fresh.
All right. Easy enough. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Cheery, over to you.
Jimmy Lanciani, and I want to call you Mr. Lanciani because of your title and because of what I know about your background, but everybody calls you either Jimmy or Junior.
Yes, yes.
Jimmy, you know, you are featured. We had one of our Zip Trippers here had a book about you. Her name is Grace, and she and her 4th grade class put you in their book of heroes. They consider you a hero. What do you make of that?
Oh, that I can't thank them enough. It's amazing what those 2 young students did and how they interviewed me and what they did throughout their interview. And I did go up and seen them again before school closed. They were passing out books. They put together a book, and that's just fantastic.
It is fantastic. And what they learned in the research was that you signed up for the Marines because you felt like it was the right thing to do. When you got out of the Marines, you eventually became the Director of Veterans Services, and you're now on the City Council at, may I say your age?
86.
86 years old. When you came to sit down, I wanted to come over and say hello to you before we did this interview. I couldn't even get in because everyone was hugging you and saying hello.
Well, there are a lot of people out here that I've known, I've grown up with, I know their families, and Leominster has got that closeness. You know, I always say in Italian, "Sciacqualla la mano così."
Wait, let me do it too.
Right.
What does that mean?
When I'm washing my hands, I get them clean, but così I can't clean them. Well, that reminds me of Leominster. We're together. We're all together.
Yeah.
We're like one huge family, and there isn't a day that I can't go walking or go downtown or go somewhere. Like you say, somebody will come up and say thank you, and I truly appreciate that. They don't need to thank me. I need to thank them for what they did for me.
What was it that they did for you, Jimmy?
Well, when I got elected city councilor, I've been doing city councilor for a good approximately 40 years as a city councilor, but being involved in the city of Leominster, it's just something that's near and close to me. And I appreciate, you know, the fact to give what little I can give back to the city.
I think you've given a lot, though, Jimmy. I can tell that how much it means to you. And out of knowing how much you mean to this community, we actually have a little something for you. And we just wanted to honor you in some small way.
Hello there. It's so nice to meet you. This is for you on behalf of Boston 25 and DCU Digital Federal Credit Union. It says, there are heroes who walk among us, never looking for glory or praise. They don't seek recognition for their thoughtful, caring ways. You are a person like that, a most selfless person by far, and we want to thank you for being the hometown hero that you are. This is for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Jimmy. They absolutely love Jimmy. Jimmy, thanks so much for being a part of this today. We appreciate it. We'll be back in just a moment.
Wow,
you like that?
Working
you
out.
like that? Yeah, you like that? You like that? Hey, Leominster, sun's out, guns out! Okay, so Tom, you were talking about the guy from Northeast who was making all the T-shirts. This is Matt.
Yeah, Matt.
And people were just eating these shirts up, and especially when you have a muscle tee like this, Matt.
Nice. We went through 500 shirts.
That's right. Getting loose. 500 shirts.
500.
Yeah. And who got them all?
The whole city. Everybody was coming in to get them. We had them at our store, and then we had them at the Monument Tap, which is a little bar in downtown, and it was just crazy. We were actually, Eric, my printer, was printing them last night more, and when I was here this morning with our van having coffee, and there was a woman knocking on the door saying, "Do you have shirts?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm going to have my coffee first."
I mean, you went through hundreds of shirts. It's unbelievable.
Well, it shows everyone's wearing them, too.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we really
Big
appreciate
support.
it. Leominster is loving it. Sherry, we're loving Leominster.
I know. Can you guys grab me one of the muscle tees? Love that. That is very cool. I will wear it to the gym. I think it's stunning.
We can all dream, Lily. A girl can dream.
Hey, Sarah, thanks. We are joined this morning by a couple of very special guests. I have here Anna, and Anna is going to be 3 pretty soon, and she has her own puff paint t-shirt, right, Anna? And she has her own sign from the Leominster Moms Club with the splash pad and Cherry Hill ice cream. Anna, you got to show the people. Show the people your sign. That's fantastic.
Rose, I see children in your future. You're very natural at this. You can also tell she's
somewhere
a vet.
in the distance, my mother-in-law is weeping.
Like, what?
Go on, Tom.
Excuse me. So, Sir Alex, we have a beautiful flower here. You're 12 years old, right?
Yes, I am.
All right, so tell us a little bit about being a 12-year-old in Leominster.
Anna, you're blocking my shot.
I'm more free. I'm really free from my parents.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I get to do more.
Oh, you do, huh?
Yeah.
All right, well, have you had a good summer so far?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of stuff. I'm going to Missouri tomorrow, too.
Well, sweet. Oh. Well, thanks for having us here today.
Thanks
Appreciate
for
it.
stopping by the Zip Trip. In the meantime, Anna is blocking my shot here, so we might as well throw it over to Michelle. Michelle?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Christy Pormosa with Toyota, and tell me about the vehicle behind me, because I got to cruise around town here in Leominster with it.
Yes, good morning, Michelle. Well, we're excited to have the brand new 2018 Camry here. It's an all-new vehicle. People don't even know what it is as we're standing here. So there's a not only great styling, but the safety is amazing. And as a mom, I'm very concerned about safety. And now one of our newest features, which is connectivity, and we can go Wi-Fi in the car.
Look at the kids in there. They're having a great time. These are your beautiful girls.
Yes, this is Hannah and Sarah.
And there they are.
And they're connected and they're happy.
Of course they are. Of course they are. And I had the pleasure of cruising around town in this vehicle, a white one. And here's a look at that. I got back to my roots. I'm cruising around town today in the all-new, totally transformed 2018 Toyota Camry. First stop, Stormalong Cider Company, right here in Leominster at the New England Apple Products facility. I haven't tried a lot of cider, so what would your pitch be to me to give it a whirl?
Well, I would say that, it's the founding fathers' beverage of choice. It's as old as this country is, and kind of coming back to your roots is a cool thing, especially in New England. We happen to have some of the apples still in the ground here that some of those guys used when they made ciders back in the 1600s. So I think it's kind of like bringing back to your roots, and it's awesome. It's delicious stuff.
Ben, kind of ironic. This is the home here in Leominster of Johnny Appleseed. Is that right?
Yeah. Johnny Appleseed was born here. I don't know how long ago, but and we've also got some really good apple heritage in the area. We got Carlson Orchards, there's Bolton Orchards, there's a number of orchards that are either in Leominster or right next door in some of the neighboring towns.
These tanks right here are called bright tanks. They house the cider, and when Stormalong opened this facility in Leominster, they were able to increase production tenfold.
Our flagship cider is Legendary Dry, which is in the blue can. It has a sea captain on it because Stormalong the brand is based on a tall tale out of New England. It's Captain Alfred Goldtop Stormalong. He was basically the Paul Bunyan of the sea, but he also drank cider out of these giant oak barrels.
They also carry dry hop and their new cider, Mass Appeal. Their nod to an all-around cider with a New England vibe. Wow, they were extremely generous. I couldn't wait to try it, but I had to. There we go. And we're going to actually head back to our roots and get something refreshing to drink. These roots, at least, and I'm in luck. Apple without the alcohol. Oh, that's so good. It's the spot. So, Kevin, tell me about this place.
So Roots has been around for 15 years, but we started a kitchen 2 years ago. We have organic smoothies, juices, sandwiches, bowls, and salads. We try to utilize as much as we can from local farmers, local organic farmers.
And the food? Unreal. Leominster, making Johnny Appleseed proud more than 200 years later. And after I parked the car and was safe at home, I got to try that cider. Phenomenal. And I will see you at Roots right after the show. Lily, over to you.
Michelle, thanks so much. Just a time ago, I was talking to Jimmy Lanciani, who has a rich history in this community, but he's also on the city council, and he was telling me that the area on which we're having our Zip Trip this morning was privately owned, and he said the best thing that ever happened to this community, one of the best things, was that it was transferred over to be community property. Joanne is with Shoalin Farms, but really everybody's with Shoalin Farms. This is an effort of the whole community here.
It is the whole community. I'm the president of the Friends of Shoalin Farms, which is the volunteer group that was established as a nonprofit when the city purchased it. So we've been operating the farm for 17 years now.
And so what is the mission of the farm?
The mission of the farm is to preserve, protect, and connect people to the earth, and just share it with the community.
And you grow so many different items. Tell me about some of the things that are on the table here. Actually, yeah, come on in, Mike, because Mike, give us your title.
Farm manager.
And as the farm manager, are you in charge of making the decisions of what kinds of things grow?
Yes.
So tell me some of the things that you grow here.
We are primarily an apple orchard to begin with, right? But then, but other than that, we try to do vegetables in the summer to sell at the markets and open up our farm stand. We've got peaches, nectarines, tomatoes, blueberries, raspberries, kohlrabi, onions, cucumbers, zucchini, green beans, purple beans, beets, cubanelles, green chilies, apples, Swiss chard. I mean, we got just about everything.
Mike, you bring up a good point, because is a green bean when it's purple?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's green on the inside.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, John,
when you're cooking.
That's right. John, tell us where people can find out more information if they want to learn about Scholin Farm.
Well, we have our website, Scholin.com, ScholinFarms.com, and Facebook. You can do that, and come right up Pleasant Street in Leominster, and we'll open full. We got 37 varieties of apples, and all the apples are set to come to. Why we have that many? They all mature at different times.
But I got to tell you, they're going to be available to be picked starting in just a couple of weeks. ScholinFarms.com for more information. August 26th, as Joanne's telling me, we're going to continue our zip trip here on Scholin Farms in Leominster in just a moment.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, look at that. All right.
This is not a very nice thing to do to a guy who's hungry. On a day like today, a beautiful day, this gorgeous food from Kamakito. Great to have you here. This is Rodrigo and Bibiana, and you got to guide us through what this is all about. First of all, tell us where your restaurant is and what you're most proud of about your restaurant.
Hey, first of all, good morning. My name is Rodrigo Souza. We are located on 23 Sac Boulevard in Leominster, and I'm really proud to bring to Leominster a different type of ethnic food, and it's my roots. You know, I'm Brazilian myself, so I'm very proud to put out there and have people try and become a fan of Kamakito restaurant.
All right, guide us through what you've prepared here. You start wherever you want. I will follow you with the mic and try not to eat it.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so I'm going to start with the protagonist of our menu, which is the picanha. This is the prime cut of the top sirloin. There's the nice fat around. It's really tasty, especially when it's made on the charcoal grill. It comes with rice, tropeiro beans, fried yuca, sweet plantains, and a vinaigrette salad. Then we have another one that's really popular. We have a burger.
I see eggs and I see bacon.
Exactly. Yeah, people always go, wow, egg on a burger.
I love it.
And they're like, wow, what's that? And they try it for the first time. They absolutely love it. This is called the X-Doodle burger. We call it the X-Bomb. It has the fried egg, bacon, kielbasa sausage, ham and cheese, lettuce, tomato, and corn and potato sticks on top to garnish. And I usually say adds a little charm to the burger.
Now, that's the typical presentation that you get for burger. Can we go over here for a second?
Sure,
Tell me what this is.
This is the Brazilian croquettes. That one right there is the chicken and cheese croquette, which is very popular in the Brazilian culture. Then we have the quibe, which is a ground beef croquette with bulgur wheat flour and mint leaves. Absolutely delicious.
This looks like maybe a little couscous, some spinach, right? What do I got cooking here? What do we got?
We're wrong.
That's why you're here. Set me straight.
The ladies absolutely love the salad. Is the spinach quinoa salad.
Quinoa, right.
Yes. So we have fresh spinach, we have quinoa, we have sweet plantains, dried fruits, and this is dressed with a nice balsamic dressing, and especially the ladies, they absolutely love it. It's a great option for the summertime.
Okay, I'm going to give you the mic, and I'm going to eat while you tell people what I'm eating over here. This looks really good.
All right, so you're going to try the acai berry in a bowl. Acai, it's a berry that comes from the Amazon. Very rich rich antioxidants. Omega-3 helps you reduce your bad cholesterol, helps you reduce weight. Oh, yes, absolutely. This could be a great dessert. This could be a great breakfast item and also a meal replacement because it's very, very rich nutritionally. Okay?
So, great job.
All
We're
right.
going to send it over to Michelle because I'm going to eat the rest of this.
Absolutely.
Great to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. This is great.
Of course, it is Firehouse Friday, and today we're saluting the Leominster Fire Department. I am here with Bob Penning, and he's president of the Leominster Firefighters Relief Association. And I know kids visit the station a lot. You guys do a lot of great work, and that must make you proud.
It does. It's fun. Love teaching kids. We have a SAFE program that we've been running for years, and we do a great job with it. Firefighter Rob Damasio does it. Keeps it busy, keeps kids informed. We have tours all the time. They come down.
Awesome.
We love to show off
Kids
our
love firefighters.
They do. And they love this
certainly
new truck.
I know this is amazing. This is Jonathan Williams. Jonathan, tell me about this vehicle right here.
Well, this is the 1848 Hunterman hand tub.
Do these guys pull it around town?
No,
Oh,
unfortunately, no. This is a heavy piece. This is a heavy piece, but this is one of our old pieces, and we're proud of it to have it restored.
And so they would line up, and those are the water.
They would line up. The buckets would be filled with water, and they would pump this like a seesaw. Basically, is the concept. And yeah.
Isn't it amazing how things have changed?
A lot of work.
All right. Well, thank you guys for all that you do, and we have some Dunkin' Donuts coffee and donuts for you, and we're saluting you today for Firehouse Friday.
Excellent. Thank you.
All right, Sherry, over to you.
All right, check it out.
All right, thanks, Sherry, very much. I'm here with Julia Frechette. She's 10 years old, about to head into 5th grade. You ready? You kind of feel like you're in a fishbowl. A lot of people watching us, but let's do the best we can. I've heard you have some questions for me. Let's see how you do. Let's rock and roll.
Who's your favorite Patriots player to interview?
Good question. I'm going to go with Matthew Slater. I like to learn a little bit as much as I can about a team. He's a very insightful guy, very friendly guy. I'm going with Matthew Slater.
What's your favorite sports stadium and why?
Ooh, great question. I'm going to go Fenway Park because I think you really can't beat the tradition and the history of Fenway Park. I mean, 106 years old, pretty special.
Is it true you have hidden musical talents?
Oh, very sneaky. Producers, yes, I can play the piano and I can sing, which I will do neither of right now. But if you care, maybe I'll do it later on a Facebook page or something.
Okay. Wait, what's the best part about hosting of a Zip Trip?
I like the junior reporter segment the best because it gets a chance to meet somebody who's going to steal my job in about 10, 15 years.
If you weren't a sports anchor, what would you be?
It's a great question. I'd like to think that I'd be a marine biologist or a doctor, so we'll go with that.
Okay. There's a lot more coming up from our Zip Trip to Leominster. We'll see you right back after this break.
Boom, a toss. She's a pro.
It is getting hot, hot, hot out here in Leominster. I'm with Mark Nazarian with Teddy Peanut Butter. I missed you last week.
I'd like to say I missed you, Michelle, but I had a great vacation.
Okay, well, that's it.
I did miss you guys. I missed all of you at home. I missed you all.
Well, you've got a very spicy treat for us today.
This is a great treat.
And Brianna is going to taste test if she can take it. Right, Brianna?
Yep.
Okay.
So people ask me you know how I always say everything tastes better with Teddy Peanut Butter?
You always say it.
So people say, what's the craziest thing you ever made? And it's years ago I made this Teddy Peanut Butter sriracha toast. It's Teddy Peanut Butter on a nice artisan bread, sriracha sauce, some cilantro, some scallions, and a little lemon juice, fresh lemon juice. And a little sea salt on the top.
Okay. Is it too hot?
It's not too hot.
All right. Let's have Brianna check it out.
It's got the perfect flavor.
Here, Brianna. There you go. Yum, yum, yum. And do you serve this at parties?
Of course we do.
Of course you do. I know you like to party, Mark.
With the Leominster, what do you call these? What do they call these little things?
The flamingos, the pink flamingos.
Yes,
what do you think? Too hot?
No, it's just right.
Just right. Perfect.
Isn't that delicious? Everything tastes better with Teddy Peanut Butter.
And I love these.
That.
I love these. The actual pink plastic flamingos made right here in Leominster.
Right. We couldn't find a piece of toast big enough for the actual pink flamingo, but we tried. Really, we did.
Where can people get more information about Teddy?
You can go to our website, teddy.com. As you see, folks, Teddy Nation is on the move, okay? From Maine to Florida, westward we go.
And I got a great tour of the factory, and that's going to be coming up and around town pretty soon, so people have to check that out. Great family there at Teddy. They do a lot of great things in the community as well. And we're going to take a quick break and check back in with everybody real soon.
And
I have chocolate eclair pie.
nice. Let's see.
Thank you.
This is a Boston 25 News special. Zip Trips, taking you live this week to Leominster.
There is a boatload of cereal that has just arrived.
Some of my favorite stuff. Little known fact, this is true.
Yeah?
I actually go home every night after 11:30 and I have a bowl of cereal.
You do?
It's part of my routine. Cheerios typically in there.
I love that.
Oh, yeah.
Rob Lazarus is the guy who's behind this. AIS has decided to drop off something like 200 boxes of cereal. What inspired you to do that?
Well, one of our employees brought this to our attention, and we have a community outreach program. I'm here with Amy Transu and Megan Avicineta. They're part of our outreach program, and one of our employees told us about this, and we jumped on it. We just moved into Leominster, our new facility, and so we're really dedicated to the town, and here we are.
What a great gift, and this is a helping hand for Ginny's Helping Hand. And where does the cereal go throughout after it's donated?
The cereal goes right into our food pantry, and then we provide that to people that come into our food pantry every single day. We feed over 1,000 people each month.
Michelle, this is a lot of cereal.
It's a lot of cereal. And coming up in about 5 minutes, I'm going to be speaking with the New England Dairy and Food Council. So it's perfect. It must be the milk, cereal.
It's a match made in heaven. Sherry, back to you in the studio.
All right, looks delicious, you guys.
We're going to send it back out to our Zip Trip in Leominster, and Boston 25 Sports Director Tom Lyon is standing by. Good morning, Tom.
Yes, thanks, Jason, and I'm not alone. Look at this absolutely gorgeous dog. This is Coda, incredibly well behaved, a beautiful husky. Look at those gorgeous blue eyes just hanging out with me here. And I want to tell you about a guy who calls Leominster home still. Played for the Revolution for 7 years. You probably know him, Diego Fagundes, and he would not trade his life here in Leominster for the world.
There's always something going on in Leominster, and that's what's good about it.
Diego Fagundes has spent almost a third of his life as a member of the New England Revolution. That's what happens when you make the team as a 16-year-old.
Diego, can he do it again? Yes! Diego does the double.
This Leominster success story is even sweeter because Fagundes still lives in the city to this day, making the hour-long commute to Foxborough every day. So why did he choose to buy a house in his original hometown?
Well, friends for sure kept me there. Friends and family, and knowing that I grew up there, and a lot of people, you know everybody around town, so you're driving and you honk the horn, but not because you're mad at the person in front of you. It's more to say hello to the person driving by you. And just that I know everything around. So that's why I bought my house there, and I still live there, and I just enjoy it too much.
Diego has local knowledge. He knows the shops, the shortcuts, and obviously the people. And when I asked him about what was can't miss in Leominster, it didn't take long for him to spotlight the incredibly successful high school football program. The Blue Devils have won more Super Bowls than any other team in Massachusetts.
I'd say the Friday night football games, definitely a nice atmosphere when you go out there. Maybe it's because I've never gone to any other football games or something like that. I think that's definitely a must-see.
The proximity to home also means he is a popular guy when the Revs play at Gillette.
I think it was a couple of weeks ago, Leominster Youth Soccer came, and that was nice, and I stayed out, signed autographs for all of them. It's always nice to support my hometown.
Very proud of his hometown. Diego actually helps the local high school soccer team as well, and he referenced the football program. These guys, believe it or not, are going into 8th grade. This is the Leominster Youth Football Program that played in the national playoffs last year down in Florida. You're wearing your uniforms, your future Blue Devils. Do you feel like you're going to be ready in a couple of years to bring home another Super Bowl for this high school?
Yeah.
Good stuff. The pressure is very big. 12 Super Bowls, maybe 13 right here. Let's send it over to Michelle.
What's fresh, local, and always in season? It must be the milk. And I'm joined with Kylie Putnam with the New England Dairy and Food Council, and she has some dairy and very delicious treats for us today. Hi, Kylie.
Hi, Michelle. Good morning.
You spent some time up here, didn't you?
I did. So I love to create recipes with things that are in season locally. And thanks to our Massachusetts dairy farmers, milk and dairy is fresh and in season all year long. And today at Sholin Farms, where we are, blueberries and raspberries are in season as well.
And so you came up here and went blueberry picking. Isn't it a blast?
I did. It was so much fun to pick my own and create some delicious recipes.
Let's talk about what you have here.
So a lot of you all are getting ready to send your kids back to school, and busy families need something nutritious and delicious to fuel them through the day. So this berry smoothie has a delicious white milk base. You can also make it with strawberry milk if you prefer. Mixed berries, blueberries, and raspberries that I picked here.
And it's quick and easy to make, which is what you need in the morning.
It is quick and easy, and there's a hint of honey, and also if you want to make it thicker, you can add some yogurt to it.
Yum. And these look beautiful over here. Very nice job decorating.
Oh, thank you so much.
So tell me about these.
So a lot of us are also planning for that end of summer barbecue, and if you can make something that requires, no bake and oven because it's still kind of hot,
Yep,
it's
that works
great
for me.
and quick and easy. So a blueberry cream pie or a delicious raspberry cheesecake is one of my, favorite end of summer treats.
Okay, where can people get recipes and more information?
We're always posting more recipes and tips at mustbethemilk.com.
And of course, you can come up here to Shoalin Farm and pick your raspberries and blueberries and make all of these delicious treats. All right, Lily, I know you're going to do that pretty soon. I'm going to send it over to you.
Michelle, thanks so much. I am done around town, and it is time to rock the gas bar, rock the gas bar. I mean, how many times does song break out, Erica Grinkus, at your restaurant?
Quite a bit.
Quite a few times.
Quite a bit.
Where's that name from?
The name is actually a family name. My maiden name is Gasparo, so all the major men in my life were referred to as Gaspar growing up.
Gotcha.
So I kind of just stuck.
And I love that you call this your living room away from home.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about the concept behind Gaspar.
It's a family-oriented restaurant, full service, not just your average bar food, but more of, you can get a nice entree, you can get fresh seafood. Most importantly, though, we have a great staff and a great customer base. We have a lot of regulars, and it's a big family.
I think some of them are standing behind us, right? We have got some of our... It's a rowdy crowd. And by the way, are you willing at this point to step up and say that you have the most adorable staff of any restaurant in Leominster?
100%.
Okay, all right. Tell me about some of these foods, because this looks fantastic. Tell me about this here.
Here we have a steak and cheese spring roll, also a fajita spring roll. The steak is steak, peppers, onions, cheese, and the fajita is chicken, peppers, onions, cheese, and they're in like a wonton, fried.
I love that.
With the Cajun ranch dipping.
Right in front of me here is a pile of nachos that I could dive into.
Big nacho platter, layered with cheese. You have to have it layered.
Oh, yes. You have to, because you don't want to get to a dry chip.
Yes.
That's the worst. And then tell me about your pasta dish, which I see over here.
The pasta dish is a lobster and shrimp saute. It's in the garlic wine sauce. Very tasty.
And is it you who is the baker over here?
Yes.
Tell me about this cupcake.
We have a chocolate covered cherry cupcake, and I make those fresh every week.
I love that you have cupcakes on the menu. You also have something else coming up on your menu, because you put out this bucket as part of a display. Tell me about what's happening Columbus Day weekend.
Columbus Day weekend, we host a 5K fun road race to benefit breast cancer, and it's really cool because all of the money we raise, we donate to a local family here through Health Alliance.
That's awesome.
In their cancer center.
That's so cool.
So last year, we were actually able to raise $10,000.
That's amazing. Tell me where you're located and what your hours are.
We're located 1045 Central Street. We're open every day, 7 days, 11:30 to 1 a.m.
Now, I just have to say, Erica is not partying till 1 a.m., but she leaves currently. But she leaves. You say your staff is so fantastic that you don't have to worry about it.
Right. I'm very grateful.
That's so great. Hey, who loves Gaspar? We love Gaspar. We're going to continue from Leominster on our zip trip this morning. We'll be back in just a moment.
PJ with the Massachusetts State Lottery, and if you're feeling lucky today or tomorrow, there's some things you got to know. Let's tell them, PJ.
Hey, Michelle, how you doing? Yeah, tonight we have the Mega Millions, which is $393 million, and we also have Mega Bucks, which is $3.7 million, along with Powerball tomorrow night at $356 million. So it's a lucky weekend for someone, hopefully.
So get your tickets, and you've had some big winners right here in Leominster.
We did. We had at Mike's Mobile, we had a $1 million winner on a scratch ticket about 2 weeks ago.
So I'm heading there to get my gas on the way home.
That's good. I can't go behind it because I can't play again.
Oh, right. And also, you do so much good for all of the communities in Massachusetts. Let's talk about what you've done here in Leominster. And you also have, right over here, we have a check.
Yeah, we have a check here that we give back to the city of Leominster for $5.5 million this year. We give that to Every town gets a different amount, but it's unrestricted funds that go to all 351 cities towns across the state of Massachusetts.
That's huge, and it's so important for each of the communities.
It is.
And also, today is the last day for the Scratch and Cash giveaway.
It is.
So what do people need to know about this?
Well, you go to massplayersclub.com, and you have a chance to win $130 scratch tickets or $2,500 cash that we're going to announce next week in Falmouth, and we're going to have the winner next week in Marshfield.
They're both on the South Shore area. Yeah, so people can go online today and they can sign up.
The deadline.
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
Do it. If you haven't done it yet, you have a great opportunity to do this. And then we will have you down for our final Zip Trip in Marshfield, and someone's going to be very lucky.
Very lucky. It's going to be a great time. Thanks.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us, as always. We're going to send it over to Sherry.
Thanks, and I guess who's feeling lucky?
Zip Trip in the Leominster this morning, and you know, Leominster is actually getting a facelift pretty soon, and it's coming with help from the state. This past spring, the city received a $2.5 million grant from Beacon Hill to improve infrastructure around the city's hub. Now, as part of that project, sidewalks and streetlights are being replaced and upgraded. This old factory will be turned into 36 units of housing. The mayor here tells us more businesses are opening up downtown, and that this investment by the state will be a catalyst for even more development.
What you see happen around here is people start making improvements to their properties when you do projects like this. And it changes the whole complexion and the feel of your community.
It's certainly an exciting time, and downtown Leominster should be adding more restaurants soon. Michelle, it is a great thing for Leominster.
Julia. Hi, Julia. This is our junior reporter, Julia, here. You did a great job. You interviewed Tom. Tell me about that.
Well, it went good. I asked him a few questions.
And you asked him what he would want to do if he was not an anchor? What did he say?
He said he would want to be a marine biologist.
That's what I wanted to be, too. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a lot of things, but mostly I want to be an actress.
I think you're going to do really, really well at that, for sure. Julia, meet Garrett. Garrett, meet Julia. Well, since you did such a great job with Tom, Garrett here has something for you.
Okay.
4 tickets to Canopy Lake Park, so you can bring 3 of your friends.
Oh, thank you.
Isn't that great? Oh, you're going to have so much fun. All right, I want you to look into the camera and say, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Great job!
If you've been in an accident...
All right, so we literally had to pull Tom from the bounce house moments ago.
It will happen.
You're having a great time.
It will happen. We got half an hour. We're on the clock. By the way, that's a little bit like Austin Powers, that music.
What are you going to do in the bounce house?
I will do whatever my body allows me to do in 6'3", but my hope is to get up and over and do a little flip.
Well, at 5'2", I'm going to follow what you do, but I'm going to wear your cozy pants.
Yes, and I do bring them. First thing in the morning, it gets a little chilly out here, Sherry, so I like to have the cozy pants at the ready.
I like it. You guys are just little balls of energy out there. All right, so we've got great
Let's look at this morning's headlines. Time to toss it now to Elizabeth Hopkins at her Zip Trip in Leominster. Elizabeth?
Hey, good morning, Jason. Thanks so much. Yeah, you know, a lot of times when you think about biker dudes and dudettes, you think of a pretty tough crowd. These people behind me are a bunch of softies on the inside. Isn't that right, Travis?
Definitely softies. We have a good time, but no real tough guys in this crew.
Tell me about F-Troop.
F-Troop's a group of local guys. I'm one of the younger guys in the crew when they started, and we just do a lot of fundraising. We've been doing it for years. We raised over $500,000, but lately a lot of our stuff's been going to veterans. So we've been doing a lot with the Veteran Services and the Vet Together group.
And Dave, some of the things that you guys do are like you put together motorcycles, and there are all sorts of things that you do to support veterans.
Correct. We organize rides for the veterans. A lot of veterans ride with us. We donate to other charities locally. We try to keep everything fairly close to Leominster, but that's a tremendous organization.
Travis, another thing that you do is there's a lot of toys that are donated to kids in need.
A lot of the group, John Churchill puts together a thing at Christmas time for all the veterans. Some guys are deployed still, some women, and the family members can go down there and get toys at John's garage for no cost. Everything we do, we don't charge the veterans for anything when we put it together.
You know, so many of the things that you're talking about have a lasting impression, you know, on people's hearts and minds and psyche, but there's also something that you guys help to do that's going to leave a lasting impression on the community, and that has to do with your fundraising for a memorial park.
The Johnny Rowe Memorial Park on Mechanic Street in Leominster, Jonathan Roberge was killed in Iraq, and we helped put that together. But every year on 9/11, we have a cookout down there for the veterans, so veterans and their family can come down. The Roberge family is very supportive. They're invited to all of our functions, everything that goes with that with the veterans. And it's a great park. If you haven't seen it, you should get down there and see it.
Dave, where does the spirit of giving come from this group?
It comes from the heart of Leominster. Leominster is a great community. We have really good residents. They're all kind and giving, and we reach out to them on a regular basis, and everybody steps up to the plate to help out.
That's just amazing. And what's your favorite thing about being part of this group?
It's all good people, the whole community from Leominster. If Rick or Jolene calls from the Veteran Services, say a veteran needs this, we can call people. Everyone works together, and we can get the money, materials, if they need furniture to move in or food, we can put it all together.
We're so glad that you guys are here because we're doing something special with ZipTrips this season. We want to remind all of our viewers that there is a way that you and our partners can all say thank you to a veteran or armed service member. Tell us about a Massachusetts veteran or active duty member that you know and what their service means to you. Share a veteran's story or your own, and viewers will select the winners. You can find the nomination forms and complete official rules. They're available on Boston25news.com or on the Around Town Facebook page, but it's just this kind of spirit that we want to share with the community. And, you know, it's amazing that you guys all are coming together with kind of a common interest, and yet it's just led to so many things. You must be proud of yourselves.
Very proud of the whole community of Leominster because whenever we need something, it gets done. It never goes undone.
Ladies and gentlemen, give yourselves a round of applause, if you please. And Tom, we'll throw it over to you.
I have certainly learned one thing today. There is amazing food in Leominster. We're joined here by Andy Rome and Wayne Beauregard, who are the owners of the Columbia Tavern. Thanks for getting up this morning and getting all this done. Tell us about your restaurant, where people can go, and what they should know about it.
We're located in beautiful downtown Leominster at 28 Manning Ave. We have a full restaurant menu with lunch specials, and we do a brunch on Saturdays and Sundays from 11 to 2.
Well, you brought Jeff Mobley, who's your head chef, and you got a lot here, so let's let him go to town. Jeff, great to see you. I know you worked hard this morning. I want you to show off what you've done because it looks delicious.
Great to see you. Thank you. So what we have here is the boneless Thai chicken wings. We have a Capri salad over here made with Gove Farms, locally grown beefsteak tomatoes, fresh mozzarella, and basil from Gove Farms. We have a maple seared salmon here that's served on a cedar plank. We have sesame seared sea scallops over here. We have a chicken frangelico made in a hazelnut cream sauce with butternut squash raviolis.
You going? All right, go ahead.
Here we have a seared scallop and shrimp risotto. In the front over there, we have a Columbia burger. That's our signature burger with our hand-cut waffle chips. Over there, we have our meatballs, Parmesan.
And here's, you saved the best for last in terms of your entrees for me.
The shrimp and scallop Abruzzi.
Oh.
And then over here, we have our desserts featured by Auntie Ellen's Pastries.
So tell me a little bit about what separates what you do from anybody else. You have a little signature in how you prepare your food?
We just try to use the best local ingredients that we possibly can. We support all of our local businesses and try to source all of our products in Massachusetts.
Well, cool. Andy, I'm going to come back to you for a second because what I've learned so far today is just how great a community this is. I would guess you have a lot of regular customers, people who come in all the time, right?
We have a ton of people, and we're getting new people every day. The word is getting out. We've been doing this for about a year and a half with the kitchen, almost 2 years, and just keeps growing and growing and getting better and better.
And Wayne, I got to put you on the spot. You can't just stand here and not say anything for all this time when you have this beautiful setup. Is it one of those places where it's kind of like Cheers, everyone knows your name? It seems like Leominster is sort of one of those cities.
Absolutely it is, yes.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming out. Jeff, you deserve a huge round of applause. You have people surrounding us who want to just devour this table. So let's let them just get at it because it looks great.
We've already had sampling requests earlier.
Oh, yeah, there are people who are ready to go. So that's the latest from the Columbia Tavern. I'm going to eat, and we're going to go to break, which gives me even more time to eat. But we'll be back with more. We're ZipTripping.
we get ready for a segment that I tell everybody to smile, but we're not doing that now. Everybody mean mug. Yeah, that's right. These are the Bay State Brawlers. You don't want to mess with them. Isn't that right, Meg?
That's right.
Tell me about, you guys are a roller derby team. And let me just show you a couple of badges of honor on Meg. Look at this. Look at this. And on the other side, too. Who did this to you, Meg?
Actually, my own teammates did this to me.
And you guys are cracking up because this is part of the fun. Tell me about roller derby.
It is.
I mean, it's a huge sport right now.
It is. It's one of the fastest growing sports in the world. In Massachusetts alone, there are 10 teams. There's about 400 nationwide. The Bay State Brawlers are the local league here in Leominster. We practice here in Leominster, and we play our games at the Wallace Civic Center in Fitchburg. We've been around for since 2005, 2011, playing with our governing body, but we have a blast out there.
And you're growing all the time. You're actually recruiting new members.
We are. We have a new skater class September 20th. There's information about it on our website, which is www.baystatebrawlers.com. And we have skaters of all shapes, all sizes, all ages. That's one of the best things about roller derby. There's a spot for every body type and for every age. We have skaters that are just graduating high school, and we have skaters who have children in high school. So it's really a great thing for all people.
I see a lot of nods over here. What's the best thing about being part of this team?
I love the community. I love the community of girls, and that we feel strong, and we love playing the game. It's competitive, it's fun, it's athletic, and it's just a blast.
And tell me about the game. I mean, what's the basic idea behind roller derby?
It's almost like a race, but instead of like a ball in most sports, you have a person that scores points. So you typically have 5 people on the track from each team. You have your blockers, you have your point scorers, and the blockers need to stay together, and the point scorers need to pass through and make laps.
Now, it's going to be a pretty exciting time this weekend. You have got some free tickets to give away, right?
We do. We've got a few free tickets here, so if you haven't yet gotten down to the ZipTrip, you should, and come by our tent and enter to win. But if you can't make it today, we have a great opportunity to come see us tomorrow. We're going to be playing at the Wallace Civic Center. It's a double-header match, so 2 games for 1 entry ticket. We're hosting a team from New Brunswick, Canada that's coming down to play us, and then we're hosting a local league from Worcester in the afternoon.
It's going to be a great time. Can I join?
Yeah, I'd love to have
All right. I'm going to put on some skates. Tom, over to you.
Ross, you can sort of... We talked about it a little bit earlier in the show of how excellent the Leominster football program is. 12 Super Bowl championships. No other city in the entire state of Massachusetts, no other high school has won that many championships. This is the future of the Leominster High School football program. What you're looking at is the Leominster youth football team. These guys, you don't all look like you're in the same, are they all in the same grade? That is just ridiculous. And they're going into 8th grade? That can't be true. Going into 8th grade, look how monstrous they are. It shows you why they're so successful. Now, when you come out here, you have to be very smart. You have to put people to work. So I put Hallie to work. She's my production assistant. Hallie, can I please have that mic? Would you mind? I got to ask a couple questions to the guys in charge. And we're going to come over here to Jim McSaris. You're the one who founded the Leominster Youth Program. What are you feeding these guys out here?
They eat well.
It's unbelievable. Tell me about the success the program has achieved.
So they've had 18 state championships. They participated in 8 regional championships, and they participated in 2 national championships, which is pretty good for the 8-9 years they've been in the system. And they're well structured, well coached, well disciplined. You have high school level coaches helping at the youth program, and then you have a collegiate level coach at the high school program. So these kids get 12 years of success and discipline. They play safe, smart football.
We're going to go to the guy who's going to one day inherit them. This is Dave Pelosi, who's the head coach of the high school program. Always pressure on you to succeed. But you look here and you see what's coming your way. You got to be licking your chops.
Yeah, I mean, at the high school, we're very excited for this program, very excited for this team and these coaches. I mean, they give a lot of their time up, the moms, the parents, the families. I mean, really, Leominster football is, bar none, one of the tops in the state with all the efforts from all the families. So we're excited to get these guys, and it's student athletes all the way. They do well in school. They went to Florida. Head coach Brian Pilato and Greg Navaroli took this team down down to Florida. They represented the city well. Thanks to Jimmy Exaris and Jesse Kendall, the president of LYF, and we're really proud to have these guys coming up to see us in a couple of years. So we look forward to hopefully winning another championship at the high school level.
All right, well, as you know, working with youth, a lot of that is about educating youth, and I'm going to educate these guys. Listen, if you want to capitalize, you got to be loud and you got to ask for it, right? So where's Caleb? Where's Caleb? All right, Caleb, he wanted to shout out his Instagram account. He's got 500 followers now, so let's see the power of Boston 25. Caleb, what's your Instagram account?
Okay, my Instagram is @easy_Lee_ with a Z. Easy with a Z.
At least he's got an easy handle. What the heck is that? All right, Michelle, apparently these guys got a surprise coming their way.
What a cool kid. What a cool team. You guys have ice cream from our friends at Hood for being our hometown team. Enjoy.
No pressure, guys. Lots of wins. We expect lots of wins from the Blue Devil football program. Sherry, let's send it back to you.
All right, nice. Perfect day for that ice cream, especially.
As if it's not hot enough out here, we are talking about warming up with Planet Fitness. This is Brett. He's a personal trainer in Leominster. And Brett, you've got some great success stories, don't you?
I have plenty of great success stories.
Yeah, and one of them is going to be right next to us. This is Sue. And first, again, the motto at Planet Fitness?
It is the judgment-free zone.
All right, and you've been training Sue for a year, correct?
Full year.
Did you feel that way when you walked into Planet Fitness?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes.
And you have had some surgeries in the past, and this has made working out for a year with Brett. Tell me about the difference it's made for you.
Oh, it's made a lot of difference. I have a lot more stamina. I can hang with Brett. I can do the exercises that he has me do without any fear of any repercussions heart-wise.
And how do you feel?
Awesome.
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 And Brett, what kind of workouts do you do?
Mostly just resistance training, weight training, strength training, all that good stuff.
Why is it so important for people to have the guidance of a personal trainer?
For a lot of people, it's just being held accountable, having somebody there to just kind of cue them up, help them make sure that they're doing things correctly and doing them to the best of their ability.
And I hear that you do them great.
I try hard.
And is that important for you to have the accountability of Brett?
Oh, yes. If I was by myself, I don't know if I could do some of the difficult tasks that he has me do.
I know. I need to be held accountable, too. All right. Well, thank you both very much. Congratulations.
Can I give a shout out?
Oh, yeah. Quick shout out.
Quick shout out to Christy. Hi, Christy. She's at Planet Fitness.
All right. Lily, what's going on over here?
I have to tell you, we're missing one person. We're missing somebody. If only we could find, it's you and me and... Oh! Tom Lydon, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause.
We're agile.
Hey, Tom, these are two young ladies whose futures are so bright that they need shades. That's Audrey. She's a little camera shy. That's okay, but this is Lily.
She looks so cool.
Her name is Lily.
Oh, of course she's cool.
Lily, are you having a great time today?
Yeah.
What do you love about Leominster?
I like going to fun places with my mommy.
You do, and show us your sign because you go with she's in the Moms Club, right?
She's the president.
She is the president of the Moms Club.
That's very impressive.
That is so cool.
I want to be in a Moms Club.
Thank you guys so much for having us in Leominster. We have had such a great time. We are really looking forward to next week's Zip Trip because
we are going to be in Falmouth.
We're going to be in Falmouth. That is going to be
right by the water.
Right by the water. I'm going to be drinking it all in. It's going to be great. Are you looking forward to it?
I am so looking forward to it.
Hey, Tom, did you have a good time on your Zip Trip?
I had a great time. Ladies, we're going to my Facebook page. We're doing the flip inside the bounce. Join us in moments. It'll be live.
We didn't, for insurance liability reasons, we wanted to do it off camera.
No, it'll be on camera. We just, it'll be live.
All right, and let's take a look at what we did today. We had a great time here in Leominster.
See you in Falmouth. Bounce house moments ago. We're not doing that now. Everybody mean mug. Yeah, that's right. These are the Bay State Brawlers. You don't want to mess with them.